Good morning, guys. I wasn't even gonna go live because I look crazy. Oh, just a second. Someone tell me. Okay, I literally clicked go live. I look like a crazy person. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I clicked go live. Watch him come back, and FedEx knocked. Like, it was like that. Like, I was like, hi guys, knock, knock, knock. Tell me if it actually paused. Was anyone here in time? Could you hear me talking to FedEx, or did it just all of a sudden show me when I was like, I'm back? I gotta do this to Zoom. Good morning. How embarrassing. Oh well, I don't think, it's not like he knew. Now I'm like, what was I talking about? Anyways, good morning. What's everybody up to? I'm gonna get ready really quick. My dogs are actually getting groomed this morning, and they should be done here probably like 45 minutes or so. So I thought that's just enough time to do some makeup. Nothing exciting. I wasn't even gonna get on, but I thought, why not get ready with my friends? It paused. Phew. I always wondered if that like worked or what. Because all I did was, like, kind of swiped out, but I didn't fully, like, end the video, you know what I mean? So I always wondered what exactly, like, that did, you know what I mean? Alright, what are you guys up to today? We are going to basketball games this afternoon. It's my little brother-in-law's last senior night, last night playing on... We have a co-op, so we have two schools combined for sports. So it's his last night playing on the other town's court. His last night playing on this court was last weekend, and I don't know. It's just always so sad to me, especially when it's your own kid. Obviously, it's like even 10 times worse, but it's just such like part of life, but it's always just goes by so fast that you're like, how is this the last time ever? Because you kind of get in, like, you guys will have to tell me if your parents or maybe you watch, like, your niece and nephews or whatever. But, like, you get in this kind of, like, system where you almost feel like your kids are going to be kids forever. So, like, as you're going to games or music concerts or whatever, sometimes you're even like, oh, I don't want to go, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, if you're busy, you know what I mean? Life happens. And then you kind of just feel like those days are like never ending until one day they do end and you're like, holy cow, you know what I mean? Like, how did that happen? Going to lunch with a friend, then a craft event. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a fun Friday, Jody. But yeah, and it was totally that way with Zuri. Like, her whole senior year, I was just like trying to enjoy every game, but I was also just like, oh my gosh, it's so close to the last one. And even, like, her junior year, like, watching the other seniors, I'm like, oh, no, I only have 1 year of this. But I'd try to, like, talk myself out of it and be like, I have 1 more year. Like, you know what I mean? It's sad. Especially, like, I don't know, in a small town, I feel like sports just kind of become, like, such a part of your routine and, like, your daily life. My oldest son, he's really not into sports, so not for him. But as far as, like, Carv and Zuri, my youngest son, they are, like, Zuri plays college volleyball, and then in school she did volleyball and basketball. So it just becomes, like, such a huge chunk of, like, your year and, like, your events that you do. So, I don't know, Carv's only in 6th grade, and I'm already, like, not ready for that. Long ways away, but you guys get it. I had to put my jacket on because it was, like, kind of cold out here. I was overheated yesterday, so I turned the heater way down, and then I got out here and I'm like, okay, it's kind of freezing out here. Good morning, drinking my morning protein drink, waiting to watch you. Yay, good morning, Marty. What kind of protein do you drink? My oldest son likes those, I can't think of the brand, but I'm sure you guys all know them. They're like in a yellow, almost like a cardboard, like a squarish pack. And you can just get them at Walmart, and he likes the chocolate ones. So I do buy those for him because I figure that's probably good, you know, like, whatever, in the morning. I'm trying to be better about eating, and I actually just downloaded this app yesterday. I want to say it's called Foodvisor. Have you guys seen that? I don't know if you guys watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Let me know if anybody does. I'm actually kind of sucked into that show. It's so dumb. It's reality TV. You know, they're all just, like, so dumb. But, you know, you get kind of hooked and you, like, get sucked into certain characters. Well, anyways, if you do watch that, Jessie is her name. One of the secret wives, you know, or wives on that show. I follow her on TikTok, and she sometimes makes, like, little vlogs, like, spend the morning with me type vlogs. I love watching those kind of videos. And I saw her use it, or I think it's the same app. Anyways, you basically, like, take a picture of your food, and it tells you, like, how many calories it is, what's in it, like, if it's good for you, whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm realizing in one day, like, maybe I don't really know is that good, besides, like, the obvious of, like, plain meat, plain, you know, fruit or vegetables with nothing on them. Because last night we had fried rice, which I know isn't, like, that good, but it was from, like, a frozen one. But it had, like, peas, carrots, and then I just had burger in it. And it was, like, it wasn't in the red, but it was in, like, the orange. And I'm like, how is this bad? Like, so, I don't know. And then this morning, I made bacon and cheese omelets, also in the orange. And I'm like, what the heck? It's meat and egg and cheese. Like, that should be good for you. But it said it was too much saturated fat, which I'm like, I don't even know what that is. It was fine calorie-wise, and I feel like it was not as much protein as it said to drink for... Oh, yep, Premier Protein. I think that's actually the same one I buy, maybe. Anyways, needless to say, maybe I don't eat as healthy as I thought. I mean, I never thought that I was, like, the healthiest. I'm not, like, a fitness kind of gal or, like, you know, super healthy, but I always thought, like, oh, I'm kind of, you know, in the middle, like, we eat healthy and we eat some junk, and I'm like, maybe this isn't as healthy as I thought. It basically seems like it wants me to eat salmon and I don't know what, vegetables, and I'm like, I live in rural Montana, like, I'm not eating that much salmon, to be honest with you. I like salmon, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I guess, learn. I'll just have to keep scanning stuff, and then whatever. Yesterday for lunch, because I kind of sometimes just make up a weird meal if I don't know what to make, I had toast, wheat toast, with cottage cheese on top and capers, and that was in the green. And so far, that's the only... I've only had it since yesterday, but that's the only thing I've eaten so far that's been a smiley face, like a green smiley face, not an orange, like, in the middle. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn, I guess. I'm like, they seem like green foods to me, but I guess not. And that one I kind of didn't think would be green because, I don't know, I remember my mom doing, like, Weight Watchers and stuff, and, like, my grandma, I remember she was doing the Atkins diet, all this stuff just from, like, when I was a kid, and it seemed like bread was always, like, no, like, that was, like, don't have any bread, you know what I mean? So I thought, this probably isn't going to be that good, and that one was in the green, so I'm like, okay, I guess I have a lot to learn. Mediterranean diet is my best. Okay, I totally believe that, actually. But not to make excuses, because I'm not saying it would be impossible, like, if I seriously tried, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to make excuses, but I will say, like, living where I live and there's, like, no real fresh produce, it makes those a little tricky. But I did make a little, like, salad. This isn't exactly Mediterranean, but it's pretty close, because, you know, Mediterranean's a lot of, like, vegetables, meats, maybe feta, you know, stuff like that. And I like Mediterranean food, but I don't think my family would, so that would make it a little tricky as well. Just, like, I guess I'd have to make 2 meals if I wanted to really get, like, serious. Obviously, I can still use the app to try to hit, like, protein or, like, calorie goals, but anyways, there's just no, like, fresh produce here. Like, there's a little bit, and it's only good for, like, a couple days max, but it's, like, my options are cabbage, cucumbers for a couple days, because then they're not good, onions, like, there's just not a lot, you know? And I feel like with Mediterranean, it's a little easier if you get fresh food, like, every couple days. But anyway, I did make a salad yesterday. I follow this girl on TikTok, and of course I don't know her name, but anyway, she says, I have my master's, this is how she always opens it, so I think if you search master nutrition, then maybe it would pop up. But she always starts at, I have my master's in nutrition, and, like, eating healthy doesn't have to be that hard, whatever. It was basically a recipe from her. I don't know if I did it exactly, but it's chickpeas, white beans. I did canned chicken, obviously not the best, but we only have frozen, so I would have had to cook it in the whole shebang. She used rotisserie chicken. But anyways, then I did onion, red onion, cucumber, bell pepper. I think that's all. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, and then you just do like mayo and seasoning and stuff. So I'm going to scan that into my app today and see what it says about that. I think it'll be good, other than I used mayo, and I'm guessing mayo's probably in the red. I don't know. Yes, Costco has really good produce. I just live like an hour and a half from Costco, so I could go on the weekends and like stock up, but I don't know if I'm going to be driving to Costco every weekend. But when I do, then I can, stock up, and at least for like that week I can maybe do more like Mediterranean and stuff. Okay. I feel like I can't see that good today for some reason. I think the light is like kind of off to the side. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just keep working at it, finding the green stuff. And then, yeah. Do you guys have any super good healthy meals or little secrets for me? Like I said, I'm not really... I still don't think I eat, like, super unhealthy, to be honest. But I'm realizing with this apple, maybe some stuff that I thought is like, well, that's not really that bad. Maybe isn't as healthy as I thought. I haven't had anything that's in the red yet that's just, like, a straight up no. But I'm sure I will at some point. And the calories so far have been pretty easy to stay on those. It has you put in, like, your weight, your goals, your age, your height, blah, blah, blah. And I did pay for this app. So it is $4.99 a month. But I thought if I don't stick with it, I'll just cancel it. But I thought if I do, for me, it was worth $5 a month. Because I'm like, that will just kind of help me. And also, this is maybe just me, but like, since I'm trying to eat a little healthier, I feel like if I know I want to scan everything into that app, it's probably going to make me think twice of, do I want a cinnamon roll for a snack, or do I want, like, a banana or something healthy? You know what I mean? Like, if I know I'm going to be scanning it, not that I'll obviously never eat cookies or anything, but I feel like I'll be like, nah, I don't know if I want to put that in on my daily thing. I did get a veggie chopper. I don't know if you guys ever watch cooking videos, but I feel like that thing is already life-changing. It's basically just, I'm sure 99% of you have one, but a little, like, container, and then you put the veggie on, and you can hit it down and chop it into certain shapes, whatever you want. But I mostly wanted it for, like, salads, because I feel like it's so hard to get your onions, your cucumbers, your peppers, like, your pickles, all the same shape and size, and I feel like that sometimes makes a salad better when everything is, like, nice and tiny, you know? So I did get that. But yeah. Anyways, we're early. We're gonna see where 2026 takes us. I have been exercising. I don't like it, but I will say my back feels a lot better already. I do not like exercising. I'm not looking forward to it, but I work in an office, so a lot of my day during the week I'm sitting, and even at home, like, I could definitely be busier, but a lot of, like, my work day I'm sitting down, and I feel like that kind of, like, makes your back hurt a little bit, you know, at least for me. So I do feel like that's already improved, but yeah, I just used one for the first time and bruised my hand trying to drop a carrot. Oh no. Love your honesty. Yeah, actually, I'm just not like, I don't like it. But, you know, I'm like, I feel like I need to do it. I'm kind of getting to that age. I mean, I should have been doing it this whole time, but I'm like, I'm starting to see the consequence to my lack of activity. So I'm like, I better start now before I get like too far gone, you know, where it's like way harder. So I've been actually really consistent with it. I got a walking pad for Christmas, so I do at least a mile on that. Not every single day, but I bet I probably do 5 days a week, which is pretty good to go from 0 to, I usually just walk for 30 minutes, 20 to 30, so it's like anywhere from 1.3 miles to like 1.8, depending how fast I'm going. And then I've been, oh no, this is the only bad thing about Ulta Beauty lip pencils. I feel like they do that a lot. I've been doing beginner Pilates, just like one video, probably 3 to 5 days a week on YouTube. And I want to say her name is Rachel. There's a ton if you just search beginner Pilates. I want to say it's called Pilates with Rachel is her channel. I don't know. And I'm just doing beginner for now because I feel like, you know, I need to practice like my form and stuff before I'll really like, I feel like I would just not keep up because, you know, I kind of need to like get my form down of like how to, you know, keep everything in place where it like actually is supposed to be. So anyways, it's something. I wish it was when I put it in the calorie app or the Foodvisor app, I think that's what it's called. It was like no calories burned, and I'm like, man, all that work for nothing. That's crazy. But I mean, it's still for something. It's still getting me stretched every day, helping me get back into shape, get a little more limber. We gotta start somewhere, right? But I'm just like, geez, that feels like a lot of work for like 50 calories, you know? Like I said, I've never really been in the fitness world. It's not that I've never done like a home workout, but I've never like actually tracked anything. So I always just thought like a workout probably burns like 300 calories or, you know what I mean? Something like that. Unfortunately, wrongo, not even close. You have to actually work out pretty hard. So yeah. Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. What's your look today for makeup? Glam or probably a little bit like neutral. I actually just got a message that my dogs are ready, so I'm gonna have to cut our video short, but I think I am gonna pre-record. I had a message today with a request to use the yellows in the Dune palette, so I think I will pre-record an eyeshadow tutorial, which that works good anyway, so that way if someone wants to come back to it later, you know, maybe you don't have the Dune palette now, but you want to get it eventually, because lives always delete, so yeah. Yes, I can definitely message you that set, Marty. I am going to go get my dogs, but I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. I will try to remember to, need to cut it in half. First time I learned. Robin, I had to learn that too. So I had a cucumber like section, and then I remembered in the video, I noticed hers were cut in half because I was like, come on, like it would not go through. So I also learned that just yesterday. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll try to take a picture of the final look. I don't think it'll be anything too exciting, but I gotta go get my dogs, so I will see you girls later. Bye, guys.